All right, here's Kanoe. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we'll see if this is better. Holy cow, that other one was horrible.
All right, I was using Rumble. I screwed up.
Yeah, Rumble, I don't know much about it. But I'll tell you,
Rumble,
uh,
yeah, yeah,
Coffee Nick has his show on in the afternoon, the Smoking Music Lounge.
yeah.
I
The In the
uh I
Lounge.
can't chat on Rumble. It won't allow my phone to chat.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
un
sorry about that.
I've undid the app and reloaded it, and it will not let me chat on Rumble. I don't know what the deal is with
Yeah.
that.
What's up, guys? How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody is staying. Sorry about earlier. By the way, we did get a $4.44 on Venmo, and Chris came in with a dollar donation on Rumble Rant.
So did you have to end your other stream? Just
Yeah,
kick everybody out?
yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't mean for you to have to do that. I was
But
just popping in to say hi.
the thing is, it's like the problem was it. I wanted. The problem is when I used that thing. It was giving me bad juju, and sometimes it's
Did you tell
it did.
everybody you were starting up another stream?
Yeah, I did.
You had 6 people in there. I love that new background.
Yeah, Jib made it, but made it an MOV. Couldn't use the MOV. I actually had to use a MOV to MP4 thing.
That's cool. You know how to do all that stuff. That's all Greek to me.
Actually, basically, I had to change. I had to make it a compatible one, and that we couldn't use it. Oh, I got. By the way, I got a little surprise for people. I got these. By the way, we used to. Now, last night I worked on a few things, including. You ready? Get these from this one first.
Jake is for Rizzle my nizzle. Everyone needs to listen to the Jake Hudson podcast, or you all some dope ass ninjas.
What program do you get the do you do that in?
My friend Jim made those, but he made them MOV, so I had to go in and convert them from MOVs to MP4s.
Hey, Jake, do you think you can introduce me to Kyoto Whiskers? He is so dreamy. Him and I would be on the Jake Hudson show every day if you can make that happen. And I don't mind flashing you.
You know who I have been watching on YouTube recently? This young man known as Jake Hudson. He is the head of the HWO. Jake is going to make podcasting great again. Let me tell you.
That's
Take
amazing.
some time today and watch the Jack Hudson podcast on YouTube and Rumble. Jake is the best at what he does, and that's not an opinion, that is just a fact.
Play that one again. Does he say Jack Hudson in the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, I caught that.
Hey, Jake Hudson, it is Dave Portnoy. You going to send me a link? Hey, Jake Hudson, it is Dave Portnoy. You going to send me a link?
Who's David Portnoy?
Dave from Bar Sports. He does
Now
the
you cut out. What was that?
Dave Portnoy is from Barstool Sports.
Oh, okay. What sports do you like to follow?
I'm more of like wrestling and stuff, MMA, the hardcore shit.
So you don't watch football, baseball, none of that stuff?
Football when it comes to the Super Bowl.
What's your favorite team, or don't you have one?
Actually, if you notice right up there, I have Minnesota Vikings plate.
The Vikings? Are you kidding me right now? Cool.
What? I have a Minnesota. My friend Calpode, my former friend Calpode, actually. Oh, shut up, cut of the jib.
So you're the one. Yeah, I always so Minnesota's got a really good women's basketball team called the Lynx.
Yeah.
And whenever
So,
they show it on TV, there's nobody in the stands until
can
the
I also
playoffs.
can I tell you something, Big Kahuna? What do you think about? By the way, Joey and them are leaving for Hackamania today.
Yeah, did you hear the whole debacle now this morning already?
No.
So they ended up going through a travel agent, which I didn't even know they hardly even existed anymore.
Uh-oh.
And their flight did not include baggage. They had to pay extra for bags. So now that and they had to pay something for their seats or something. I don't know, they're getting all these expenses when they checked in.
Yeah.
And so now Joey is sending at least 1 or 2 bags back to his house through UPS or FedEx or something.
Yeah.
And they're having to pay to get bags to Dallas, and then they have to pay for their bags again to get to Vegas, and the same coming back. Why would you go through a travel agent in this day and age?
You can use like websites like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but I want to also bring up this thing. If the thing is for me is like travel is hard due to the fact that I'm a bus. I
Why
would
is
have to
that?
get them because I don't like flying. I've never flown.
You've never flown? Wow. It's fun, man. I'm afraid of heights. That's why I started skydiving many years ago. Was to
Whoa.
overcome a fear of heights.
Yeah.
The thing about skydiving is the worst part is the plane ride up. To me, I'm in a little plane, single engine. Towards years later, I was flying in King Air jets going up, which had a twin engine. We actually had an
Yeah.
engine go out once, but I wasn't on that flight. It was I was
Yeah.
supposed to be on the next flight, but the engine went out. All the skydivers in there had to jump at 6,000 feet.
Ooh.
Yeah. So the
Yeah,
pilot, he was.
but I want to ask this question. They said that the hotel. You know, I haven't watched this morning. I haven't watched this morning. I
You
was
didn't
busy
watch my
doing.
show this morning, Jake? God dang it. What am I going to do with you?
Sometimes I forget that you do a show when I do your show.
Every morning. Yeah, you can't be competing against us. That ain't right. That ain't
Yeah.
right. You got to come watch us first, and then go on. That's how it goes.
But the thing is, it's like, but I want to ask this thing. It's like, but lately, it's like it's been a rough road. Uh,
What do you mean?
sorry, acid reflux.
God
I'm having
dang it.
a,
I hate
I'm ha-
that. I get
hate.
that shit at night when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I get it. You know, here's the thing. I put so many things in my body, like soda, aggravates it.
You got to
Aggravates
drink
it.
water, man. Here's a rule of thumb. For every soda you have an equal amount of water in between.
Yeah,
It's not going to fix acid reflux, but it's going to decrease it quite a bit.
yeah,
It worked for me anyway.
yeah. What did you and Kai talk about today?
Well, Joey and Miss C came on. They're on their way to the airport, but they were
Yeah,
talking about all these extra fees and charges that they encountered. All their extra fees and charges are almost adding up to what they paid for the flight by itself.
they might be you know, doing Alex's show. They might get a paycheck doing Alex's show. Alex might give them some money,
How many viewers does he usually get?
a few thousand.
Really?
He's on the Blaze. He's on Blaze. He's on a streaming place called Blaze. But he
Never
also
heard of it.
he also has his own channel with like 100-some thousand subscribers.
Wow. Really? What the hell is he doing messing around with the Dappleverse?
But the thing is, I into some trouble with meaning when I told Keanu about hooking up with Alex, I got into some hot water with that. She got a little bit mad, but the thing is, we were friends at the time. We were. Thing is, don't put your friends in situations where they have to lie for you, or because I'm friends with Keanu. I don't know. I'm friends with Keanu. I was friends with Keanu and Gino, and I was friends with Kate. I didn't know what to do.
So are you blocked by them now?
Yes, because I made a comment to Gino and Keanu. I said I hope Chrissy Mayer's kid gets Down syndrome so she feels how my mom felt when my mom had me.
Well, there must have been more before that or something, because even though that's not a good thing to say, that you never want to wish that on anybody, that's really not enough to get you blocked, I don't think.
No, he actually messaged me, says, "Oh, we did a lot for you. We sent you a shirt. I tore up the shirt, tore up the bracelet, and broke the paddle.
Can you still
Oh,
message them on Twitter?
I don't even want to talk to that motherfucker. I don't want to
Well,
talk to him
maybe you should
because
apologize for what you said.
oh, by the way, I did something. I've been learning Snapchat.
Yeah, I haven't been on there in a long time. That's the first thing I ever learned was, and I shouldn't say even learned, but I was on
Learn,
there.
I've been learning, and this is a new one that I did. This is
I'm surprised you weren't on Snapchat. I mean, you're on everything else, aren't you?
I had a Snapchat. I made one in 2019.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty old. Yeah, I think I've been on there since probably 2017, maybe.
All right, here's
I don't know.
one. Here's one. The next three are actually face filters that I've been using. Hatred. Uh-oh. Stormy. You ready to see the first one? The
Sure.
first one? All right. These are filters that I've been messing with.
Yeah,
Here's the
everybody
second
I
one.
know messes around with those filters. I don't know. That's kind of
Look at this one. Look at this one.
not for me.
Look, I got horns.
Yeah, you are a devil.
Yeah.
That proves it right there. Hey, cut of the jib. How are you feeling today?
I might have pressed the wrong button.
You look a
Cut the
little
jib.
scared in that picture.
Yeah, it's the. I got face filters, face filters.
So Stormy does a morning show. I just found out today.
She's doing it. I think she was doing it. She did it because someone else was not doing a stream today.
Oh, it's not a everyday thing.
She does. She does streams a lot of times. She hangs out with people. She used to be shy about doing shows, but now she does shows every day.
Well, I just heard that she does a morning show. So is it or isn't it every day that
I
she does a morning show. Does she have a scheduled time?
no, I don't think so.
Hmm.
By
So
the way,
do you have shows at a scheduled time, or do you just pop on when you feel like it?
I pop on when I feel like it.
See, Jake, I think if you could find yourself a time slot where people, people have busy lives, and s- like I make time for shows that I know and that I like, because that's a period of my day where I have the time to go and watch stuff. You have a lot of fans, but if you're popping on and off all the time, it's hard to follow, because they get interested in other scheduled shows. I think you should get like one or two shows a day and set a schedule, and then people will come back every day at that same time. You can kind of gather more of a following. I don't know what I'm talking about, to be honest. I'm just spitballing, but I know with my life I work all the time, and during mornings and afternoons, unless it's raining outside, I can't do anything with this stuff. But
Yeah,
after 5 p.m. Eastern, I Alpha Shot is a little bit early for me, but I try to make it just because those guys have been so good to
yeah,
me. But
yeah. So what do you think about like these fishing shows that they're doing now?
I haven't seen any, but there is a huge fishing following. I bet you
Yeah,
they're I bet you they're successful.
I remember swords on the now in on Deadliest Catch. Linda Greenwald from Sword Life on the Line was actually on Bill's boat a couple seasons ago.
Wild Bill?
She, while Bill, yeah,
Yeah, I
and
used to
she was
watch that
actually
show all the time religiously, and I haven't seen it now in probably
I was
2, 3
watching.
years.
You want to hear something funny? Is like when I would love to like go and meet the Captain Sig. I'm a big Sig Hansen fan.
Yeah.
Sig is
Is his
actually the one of
is his daughter still on there with him?
yeah. They have a new show. They have a new show, and thing is, they here's the thing. If it wasn't for Sig, we would never have Jake Anderson on the show. You would have never met Jake Anderson.
Yeah,
He
he
was
really made it big fast. He he
yeah.
was he was hungry.
The thing is, it's like so many of these guys. You wouldn't have in 2010 they lost. You want to hear something funny? 2010, Phil Harris died.
Yep, I remember that.
In 2020, in the same month in 2020, my dad died.
Oh,
In 2020, 10 years later. Hello?
yep. I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I want to
remember
say that.
Phil Harris. They put his ashes in a Harley Davidson gas tank and then put it in a
Yeah,
pod and then
yeah.
sunk the pod.
Nick McGlaston died. Nick
Yep,
died.
yep. A couple years ago, that was a
You want
drug
to hear
overdose.
something? An OD.
Yep.
But I want to tell you this. Did you also know what Bo? Do you remember Freddie Mordecai?
Oh yeah, he was one of my favorites.
Do you know Freddie used to work for Phil back in the day?
Yep. Is he
Now
still on the show?
he used to he worked for the Time Bandit. He also
Hmm.
worked. He was on and off. The reason he wasn't on the Wizard one season was because he refused to do Bird Eye with Monty.
Hmm.
He
Yeah, I
used to
didn't
do
know that.
and then Keith refused to have him that next season, and he gave him the Jonathan Hillstrand.
Yeah, he's been on all the boats. It seems he's a
By the way,
hard worker, man.
Nick McGlashan was actually on Emily's boat one season. But I think Deadliest Catch told him not to go back. Discovery didn't want him to go back to wanted him to be on one show or another. They wanted to be on want him on two shows. So instead, he went on Deadliest Catch instead of Bering Sea Gold.
Hmm.
Yeah, they had one season. There was a kayak show on Discovery where they kayak fish in Hawaii.
Yeah, what was that called? Pacific something. It wasn't Pacific Rim, was it? Pacific.
No,
I remember I watched a
Discovery
couple
Channel
episodes.
kayak fish in Hawaii.
So when I was out, we go on a boat charter for fishing for blue marlin every year. We go out. We go on this charter. It's called the Sea Wife 2 or Sea Wife 3, something like that.
Pacific Warriors. Pacific Warriors.
Pacific Warriors. There you go. I don't know how they can land those big fish in them kayaks. It just amazes me. I fought a blue marlin for almost an hour. I was so spent. I couldn't move. They strap you in a chair on the back of the boat, and then your fishing rod is chained to the chair. And you're cranking on that thing,
Yeah.
cranking. That thing took out almost a mile of fishing line. It was a 300-pound
Yeah.
marlin that I landed. So
Yeah.
I've caught a 300-pound blue marlin, Pacific
Yeah.
blue marlin.
And the thing is, it's also I see these people that I see people who try to they say that they're fishing all over, but in Hawaii, this is something I didn't even know until the show. In Hawaii, it's actually you don't need you don't need a commercial license to sell to people.
I guess I can't speak to that. When you catch fish on these charter boats, there's only one marina in Kona. So
I'm talking about when they sell when the people that go out in the boats, they can sell their catch to restaurants. They don't need
yeah.
a commercial fishing license.
So when you come into the marina and you have a catch, you come up to this one specific dock where you take your fish off and then they weigh it. You can take pictures if you want. And there's a restaurant right there in the marina. And when you catch your fish, they will give everybody that's on the boat a meal out of your fish. They keep the fish and you don't get anything for it. That's how they make their money. But you get a free meal out of it with your fish. They cut it up right there, and that's
Yeah.
they have an auction there, but I don't know that much about it.
Yeah, let me ask you this: so many of these people that say Hawaii's an island, but Hawaii is the most beautiful state, right? Because it's always
Oh
warm
man,
there.
it is to me. I've never been to Alaska. A lot of people say Alaska ranks right up there. If you go there in the summer. I've never been there, but I
Yeah.
want to go because everybody says it's just beautiful up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
you know that there's a new island forming?
what?
There's a new island forming just southwest of the Big Island. It's going to be the 8th island. It
Yeah.
already has a name. It's called I think it's called Lowihi.
Yeah.
Lowihi. And it isn't going to form to where it could be an actual island for almost 100,000 years. That's how deep the water is there. It's like 40,000 feet deep. And this island is just forming. You can see sulfur coming out of the water because the island is forming from lava under the ocean.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. But 100,000 years from now, there's going to be an 8th island in Hawaii.
Yeah. I also want to tell you guys this. You are flying. Hey, by the way, shout out. I want to give hello.
You saying hello to me?
Yeah, trying to
Yeah.
see if you. I just want to say thank you guys very much for a lot of things. You're grateful. You got to be grateful for everything you got in this business.
Yes, sir. So let's come up with some names for a show for you.
Yeah. What about the? What about Jake and the fat guy? So what's it?
Because Jake and the Fat Man was the name of the show.
Jake and the fat man.
Yeah.
I'm a loser. No.
How about Jake Hudson's reality? Jake Hudson's
Oh,
reality show.
what about I got one. What about Chico and the Man?
That was a good show. I remember that from when I was a kid.
Yeah. What about Separate and Son?
That was a good show. None of those shows could play now, though. They were too racist back then.
What about All in the Family?
That's another one that couldn't play now. That was a very racist show.
What about Jeffersons?
Same. They were all good shows, though, back then. I
Yeah,
watched them
oh that's
all.
right. That's right. That's right. George called one of the characters a honky.
Yeah, the Jeffersons, that show was a derivative off of All in the Family. That's how
Family.
that show
Yeah.
started. I think George Jefferson was the
George
neighbor.
and George and Wheezy actually moved into George and Wheezy and Lionel moved into um Archie's place. Archie's neighborhood. But did you also know that remember Archie Bunker's bar or place?
Yeah.
Place
Yeah. That was another
Edith.
show too, right?
Yeah.
Did they make a show out of that bar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
And
that.
Edith was not in there. They killed off Edith.
Yeah, well, how did she die then? Do you remember?
I don't. It was too far back since I was watching it.
So Archie's real name was Carroll O'Connor. Didn't he had a cop show for many years?
Um,
You-
in Heat of the Night. In Heat of the Night.
yeah. God dang, how do you remember all this stuff? You're not even
Because
old enough to have been around back then.
my dad, uh, my dad used to watch the show every day on
Yeah.
WGN America.
Yeah. Yep.
That and by the way, after the preaching shows come on, Beverly Hillbillies came on WGN America.
That's an old time show too.
Yeah.
Yep. You used to watch all them. Did you watch Gilligan's Island?
Yeah.
That was my
The
favorite
TV,
show as a kid.
TV Land.
Yeah, back then it was just on regular TV. It was on 4 o'clock every day after school.
Yeah.
We'd watch the Flintstones and Gilligan's Island.
What about there's another show. They had a great song called "Suicide is Painless."
Don't know that one.
Mash. The
I wasn't a MASH
4077.
fan. There was a lot of
Damn it.
MASH fans around, but not me.
Uh-oh.
That show was just
Hello?
too quirky to me.
Sorry, my headset's fixing to go out soon. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. Do your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll?
Should start up a music show on Rumble.
Yeah, but the problem is, there's already one. It's called In the Lounge.
In the lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby was supposed to come on Kai's show this morning.
He's
I think he was
asleep.
up pretty late last night with Wendy and stuff.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Hey, Brenda. By the way, read my fucking rules, jackass. Read my fucking rules. They're trying to sell. They're trying to sell me something
Who?
on Kick. I have a rule that says I have a rule on Kick. If you try, no solicitation. If you do, you get banned. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can always hear you. Never once have I not heard you. In fact, when we were on Rumble, I heard you twice.
Yeah.
That was weird, man. The delay was like 20 or 30 seconds. Never heard that before.
Right.
Ooh, God, I gotta get to work pretty soon. I don't want to go. Hang on a second here. I gotta take this phone call. I'll be right back.
All right. I had to redo the stream. I tried your flavor of energy drink because of because of I tried your flavor. Yes. Yeah, but what's up, guys? Yeah, it's awesome. I had Canada on my podcast. Powder. The powder. Waiting on. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? What's up, guys? How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody is staying safe. So tired. Need sleep. Mm. Home. Da, 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 da. Mm. Da, da, da. Mm. Yeah.
It ain't gay if it makes you come. You ain't a fruit if you like it in the bum. You're not a queen if you don't click beam. A nut is a nut is a nut in Mississippi. In Mississippi. A nut is a nut in Mississippi. A nut is a nut in Mississippi. What's up, guys? Oh. Yeah, but what is up, guys? How is everybody doing? Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so hard. I am the best. Love you guys. I hope everybody. Hey guys. What's up? Hey, let us know when you get to Vegas. Did you send out my package yet? Cupcake? Did you send out my package yet? My cupcake?
Hey,
Oh,
that scare you?
yeah. He says he's 260 miles to Vegas.
Hey, Cupcake, good morning. Yeah, that would be exciting, man.
Do you have to work now?
What's that?
You got to go to work now?
Pretty soon. That was just my adjuster. You remember last week a tree fell on my house?
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah,
it fell.
it's
It
still
fell.
there,
It
and I
fell.
couldn't
It
touch
fell.
it.
It fell on the house on one of the shows.
Yep, yep. I was on Lunatic Lounge when that happened. Man, it was just like being in an earthquake. I couldn't believe it. I thought there'd be more damage than there is, but I'm gonna need a new roof for sure. But
Yeah.
yeah, I finally got a
How are
hold of
you
that
doing, brother?
agent, so I can start moving forward on it now. He told me to wait
Yeah.
before.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna end because I am
You
getting a little bit tired.
Oh, nap time, huh?
Any plugs? Butt plugs?
You're into butt plugs, huh?
No, that's what people say every time I say plugs.
Morning show with Kai and friends, weekdays 7:30 Eastern. I'm also going to be on the Alpha Shot Lounge Mondays and Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern. And this is all on Catalano TV's channel. And then on Cut of the Jibs channel, the Lunatic Lounge, Mondays and Fridays. They're talking about maybe adding a Wednesday show. So I'm hoping
Yeah,
that happens.
they already have a Wednesday show, Tokay's show.
Yeah, but I don't know. Bobby was talking about maybe, I don't know, switching it up or something. I'm not sure. But that's at 7 p.m.
Yeah,
Eastern. And then I was on No Filter the other night with Andrew. Tuesdays, Thursdays,
yeah.
Saturdays at 7 p.m. And I think I
Tuesdays,
might be on
Thursdays,
there
and
tonight.
Saturdays. You're
What's that?
also you're also you also used to wrestle for the AWA.
Sure. God, you know the AWA. That's pretty good.
I was kidding.
Do you remember Buck Rock and Roll Zoomoff?
I know the Zoom off. I know. I got to meet Kachenko. Um,
No, this guy he's not related to any of them. But he grew
he,
up he grew up near where I grew up, and we used to party at his house when I was in high school. He would let minors come in there and get trashed. He's in jail now. You can Google him and read the whole jail thing. It's an amazing story. He tried to escape when he was in the courtroom getting sentenced, and it's a good read. But anyway, let me finish up here real quick. Uh, of course, I pop into Jake's channel whenever I have time, so check him out. He streams 24/7. It seems. I think we should
yeah,
change that, Jake, and get you on a set schedule.
yeah.
Then
Also,
you'll get more viewers.
what do you think about? So, what did you think about Sergeant Slaughter and Iron Sheik?
They were great, man. Iron Sheik was one of the best.
R.I.P.
Sergeant
Sheik.
Slaughter wasn't really as entertaining as a lot of others, but
Yeah,
he was
he
dedicated,
said
and he actually
he
lives
actually.
near St. Cloud right now.
Yeah. Um. Did you hear the story that Iron Sheik used to work for Sergeant Slaughter and Sergeant Slaughter's dad?
Yeah,
Used to.
Iron Sheik was a very back during the AWA days. He was very prominent in Minnesota. They were always here. Yep.
Yeah, and the thing
I don't
is,
know if the AWA is where the Sheik started, but man, he wrestled there for many years. And then the
yeah,
Baron von Raschke, remember him? The Clawmeister?
yeah.
He used to be a teacher.
Sheik Al KC. Sheik Al
Sheik Adnan
KC.
LKC. Yep.
Yep.
Jerry
I
Blackwell.
remember Jerry Blackwell.
Crusher.
Stanley
Blackburn.
Stanley Blackburn.
Yep.
He was the commissioner. He was like the commissioner.
Yep. So remember the Crusher?
Crusher. Yeah, I remember a little bit.
So he was
Sorry.
from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
If you go to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, they have a park over there with a full-size bronze statue of the Crusher holding a keg of beer and smoking a cigar. That was his gimmick all the time.
Yeah. Do you remember Colonel De Beers?
Yeah, kinda.
He was in the AWA. He was also in Herb Abrams' UWF.
Yeah, he must have been there more than AWA. I remember him in the AWA, but I'm having a hard time picturing him, so I don't think he was there that much.
Remember Big Scott Hall and
Oh, yeah.
Kurt Hennig?
Yep. And then his dad, Larry Henning.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I could talk wrestling all day when you get into AWA. Mad Dog Vachon. He was one of the best.
Yeah. Also, you got to and also that's UWF. I also heard one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Cactus Jack, wrestled that way. That was UWF too.
Cactus Jack was in the AWA some. He was there.
What about? Oh, I got one. What about Jerry Lawler?
Yep, he was in the AWA for a while. Jerry the King, you betcha.
What about Harley? I remember one time it was Harley Race versus Jerry Lawler for the AWA belt.
Yeah, Harley Race was a big AWA guy. Remember Vern Gagne?
Vern Gagne, Greg Gagne, Eric Bischoff worked there.
So Vern Gagne was put into an elderly, like a senior home. You know, he had dementia really bad.
Yeah.
And he ended up killing a guy in that home. The guy pissed him off, and Vern snapped, and he either put him in a sleeper and didn't let go, or he pile drived him, one or the other, and he killed the guy.
Ooh.
But they determined he was not fit mentally to stand trial, and because of his age. Yeah, that was a pretty sad ending to his life.
Yeah, the thing is, here's the thing. This is a lot of the times you see people. But what do you think about Brock Lesnar?
So I haven't heard what his connection to the whole Vince thing was. He got thrown in with that whole deal and kind of got blacklisted. But there's rumblings about maybe bringing him back. I don't know.
Yeah, he was going with WrestleMania and stuff, but he got sidelined when TKO refused to pay Vince's pay the hush money.
Yeah, I don't know. He was tied into that Vince thing somehow.
Yeah. All right, I think we're gonna call it. You got work.
What's that?
You got work today. You got work to do.
I do. Putting it off because I don't want to go. Work sucks. That's why they call it work. It's a 4-letter word.
Sleep.
You should put that on your banned word list. Can't use the word work here.
Yeah, but the thing is, work is a 4-letter word. Also, sleep is a 4-letter word.
Not exactly. All right.
All right. I think it's time for us to hit this. All right, I am hitting this button. Bye, guys.